Welcome back to the Cylon Raider build video. As you can see, I've done the basic paint job. I'm just going to explain the basic paint job on this, and then the next video will be the weathering and adding detail. So to get to this point, what I've done is I used, as I do with all my kits, surface primer from Tamiya. Okay, and then sanded down with a 400 grit sandpaper. And then what I did was I painted black, matte black, into all the areas that I think it'll be darkened more, or it should be more darkened. So in other words, into the side area, I sprayed black into the what seems to be little outlets along the top of the rear cockpit. This section over here in the front, as you can see, it's got a bit of a dark tinge to it. Okay, and at the bottom, on the inside of the engines, and then into all these sections. Okay, so what I also did was the this rear section across the top, and then on this section, basically in this section, I painted just gave it black. And then what I did was I gave it a very angled spray so the paint wouldn't go into the areas. I used the color I went with that I decided for this kit was AS25 dark ghost grey. Okay, you can see it, a little bit out of focus. So I'm not sure how to look on the video, but looking at the reference photos, I think it's too blue. So what I'm going to do is in the next video, before I do the weathering, I'm going to try a couple of tests with a light grey layer over the top. So it still shows some blue, but I like it to be lighter. And then I'll document that as well in the build instructions. Okay. But anyway, what I did as well was I painted the rear exhaust fins, if you want to call it that. I used Tamiya masking tape, and then I just masked off the areas around the edges, and then I painted this with NATO black, so it's TS63, and then I painted the canopy, which I also masked off these strips in this area, as well as the rear engines, these strips over here, so that looks like that. Then I painted these with matte black. Okay, you can choose which one you want. I just felt like doing it in two different blacks, one being more of a matte looking airplane kind of color, the NATO black, but it's your choice what you want to use. What I'm going to do on the inside, I'm going to maybe make this a German grey or slightly darker, and then maybe on these little ribs I might make them silver. It depends how I feel at the time. I'll relook at the reference, but there's not a lot of reference of this interior colors. It just seems to be dark on the videos. Yes, and then I'm going to come in with the airbrush, and I'm going to do all the little exhausts. I'm going to do these here with a brush, most likely. On the wings, same thing. I went over the edges over here with black before I laid the grey over it, and these as well. But a number of these parts are actually, I think, like this. I think might be green at the bottom. There's quite a few colors that can still go in. I think this is green as well. And then these strips over here are grey with green stripe in the middle. I'm going to have photos with the reference photos on the box account, so you can look at them and choose the color you want. It's very personal to what you want to do. I'm trying to make it look screen accurate, but that's not always possible, but I will try my best. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it for now on these colors. This is also made dark color black, and then I mean it's this grey actually covered up the black quite a lot, except the deep recesses like these areas. but the weathering will make it come out again. Okay, so on the next video, which will be in more than a week from now, because I don't have an airbrush with me at the moment since I'm not at home, so I'll do all these details and then I'll come back to a video and explain to you exactly what I did where, and hopefully the color looks right. Like I say, the color doesn't always look right in a photo or on a video. It all depends on what monitor that you're using to look at this, as well as the lighting where I am can change the color. So best place to look actually is in sunlight with your own eyes and get a second opinion on colors if you can. Okay, so for now I'm going to pack this model up, and then when I get home I will make another video. Great. Hey guys, thanks a lot. Cheers.